GlacialMarchers. Okay, and it consists of 4 things. 1, Dune Marches. 2, Stasis. 3, Warmind mods, and then Warmind weapon. And typically with this, I like to go with something that gives me a little bit of distance, also a little bit hard hitting. So I am using the 7th Seraph Carbine as my Warmind creating weapon. And as you can see, it has Vorpal, so I can use it against against bosses and for the damage. 4 times the charge, rapidly landing precision hits will return 2 rounds to the magazine. Fantastic. We got armor piercing rounds, chamber compensator, and stability masterwork with a minor spec to kill them even faster. Okay, we've got our first in last out, which is a quick mop up. We've got our 7th Seraph Saw, which also can create war mines, but also can be substituted for any exotic. So you can take this build into the raid, because guess what? You got a slug shotgun, you don't got double slugs, you got a primary to kill, first in to last out, and then you got your heavy, so Xenophage, Anarchy, 1,000 Voices, what have you. And you can throw on Divinity if you're a Divinity user and your build is still the same as Stasis, etc. It's fantastic. Now, what we're going to go through as we're going down the list. Helm of Great Hunt. We got Warmind's Protection. You take reduced damage from enemies that are near Warmind cells. We got Dynamo, Auto Rifle Ammo Finder. Complement the build of Strength. Okay. Next is Gauntlets of the Exile, which is my Trials Gauntlets. We have Blessing of Rasputin. Defeating a combatant with a 7th Seraph weapon has a chance to drop a Warmind cell. Collecting a Warmind cell increases the chances that your next final blow with the Seraph's weapon will create a Warmind cell. So you see, it's all about creation of the Warmind cells. And that was a mistake. Then we have our final piece, Modular Lightning. Collecting a Warmind cell creates a burst of chaining arc energy around you. So Blessing and Modular Lightning proc in this aspect in regards to this. It increases the next chance that I'll create a Warmind cell, which then I could use to sit there. I don't have to create it. I don't have to destroy it. I don't have to collect it. I don't have to destroy it. It can sit there and reduce the enemy's damage to me. So I'm literally tanking a massive amount of damage. On top of that, we have linear actuators. This is where we get into the meat and potatoes of the build. We got increases sprint speed. Sprinting builds up static charge. Key right there. After sprinting or after melee attacking an enemy, the charge will change damage to nearby enemies. So what we got here is a build that's focused on getting our super back, resilience. We have decent recovery. We have a decent grenade. This is mobility. We've got an invisible +5, and then we've got like Dune Marchers, which gives it an invisible +10, I believe. So in reality, our mobility is at 50 or 45, if my math is correct. Then on top of that, our strength at 76, and we also have outreach and a 1-2 finisher if we so feel need to get our melee back as quick as possible, so we can use it for mobility, get it out of hairy situations really fast. We have strafe lift for faster movement, which can be substituted with high lift for jumping activities. We have the Glacier Grenade, and that plays in very nicely because we have this right here. Shattering stasis crystals temporarily boosts your grenade recharge rate. Shattering additional stasis crystals increases the duration of that benefit, which buffs up our resilience by 10. On top of that, we have our Whisper of Durance. Slow from your abilities lasts longer. For those abilities that linger, the duration will also increase, plus 10 strength. And then on top of that, increases the damage and size of the burst of stasis when you destroy stasis crystals or defeat a frozen target. Now, this is literally about ad control. It is literally centered around ad control, and all synergizes around each other as far as ad control goes. So we've got the Warmind cells that protect us while we're dealing a bunch of damage to the enemies. Then we have the Dune Marchers that are proccing lightning, and there's no really timer outside of about 5 seconds of sprinting. So after I punch an enemy like this, Okay, it's gone. We have this weapon right here to help deal with higher meteor targets, and we already have linear actuators procced again. It is a fantastic build. So I'm going to go show you inside this lost sector the potential. And its range is insane. We also have outreach, proccing my barricade near enemies. Boosts. Look at that. Huge amount of energy. Huge amount. I'm just, the range is nuts. So we're gonna go inside the lost sector so we can show you the build in action. And the primary weapon, that's not me, that's my controller. I have serious stick drift, or whatever it's called. It's pretty much my controller likes to have a mind of its own, and it just does things. So here we go. So we should be able to proc one pretty soon. Look at that. Alright, the amount of damage I'm taking is just stupid ridiculous. So let's collect it. Alright. So, proc soon. There's one right there. Now, punch it. Let's just punch the enemy. Collect. Look at that range. Let's quickly run. He died due to shatter. Look at that. Just the damage. This build is fantastic. We have our melee back. Let's shatter. War mine cell. Taking reduced damage. This will last a very long time too. Let's see if we can create another one. There's another one. Created a war mine cell. Collect it. There you go. This build is absolutely fantastic. I have never ever been one to like war mine builds. I always thought it was just too much work to get it to proc, and it's like it's the longevity with this. It's amazing. It is. Just this build is I have three main builds that I constantly use, and it's this one, GlacialMarchers. I have Defender's Might, and my other one, which is I'm working in progress, so it's kind of like a secret. I don't want to like reveal the name, but it's involving a particular exotic that no one really uses. I don't see it at all, and it's such with with one of the main Titan attributes. It's such a beautiful build, and I will be releasing it soon for the Titan. And also I'll be working on my Hunter and Warlock to get their aspects up to snuff, so I can show you a bunch of spicy builds that people are just not like using, stuff that like improves your ability regeneration. And then for the Hunter, it's just, yes, it's just so good. So just keep on the lookout for these videos. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like the content, go ahead and subscribe. We still have like 90% of our viewers is not subscribed, so let's get that up. Let's create this community going. So we can have a community of people that are just promoting each other to get better at this game and rise in life, and just encouraging each other, and even developing close enough relationships that we can even start talking about the Lord and how awesome He is, because He really is awesome. So I'm gonna glorify Him always. He treats me better than I ever deserve. So go ahead and hit that follow button, and go ahead and hit that notification bell so that you stay up tuned for the future broadcasts. I stream my videos live, and I always create my videos live because I am severely limited in the amount of tech, and I need to really start saving up money, which is a huge problem of mine, to start getting my tech to the point to where I can get a setup. I really have an idea of what I want to do, but it's going to require like $2,000 to $3,000. So I need to hit that goal. We'll eventually get enough subscribers on Twitch as well as to get verified. So love y'all, and as always, that's all, folks. And always #rise. Keep rising. Challenge yourself. That's the only way to really get better at anything, is to challenge yourself. If you just stay comfortable, sure, you're comfortable, but you're never experiencing anything. The status quo never changes. You all have a wonderful day.